Blake Bortles retired. Man, that's gotta be one of the weirdest NFL careers I've ever witnessed in my life. The Jags drafted that guy like 5th overall from Central Florida. He played there for like 4 years, had one decent year, his defense carried him to the AFC Championship, he got paid like $50 million, and then he got cut. How bizarre is that? Like, you get drafted so high, you get carried, you get paid, and then you get cut, and you go from team to team to team to team to practice squad, and then you just retire. You're a legend, Blake, just not a good one. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to my Week 5 NFL predictions. This is the point in the year where it's just flying by, man. I feel like I did Week 4 literally yesterday. Anyway, before we get into the video, as always, we got a couple of quick plugs. One, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And two, if you're 18 years or older, you can download the daily fantasy app known as Prize Picks, where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. Always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright, so kicking off Week 5, we've got Thursday Night Football, and it is Indianapolis going into Denver. I think Denver will win this game 23-14. Look, they're banged up, but so is Indy, and Indy just flat out isn't that good. Also, on top of that, Russ is now starting to cook. In other words, he's about to have his mid-season MVP campaign. It's at home, I think Denver looks like a better team, I think Denver will get the win. Alright, and moving on to Sunday morning, we have another London game. It is the Giants at the Packers, but like I said, it's in London, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying the game doesn't matter because it's in London. I'm saying home field advantage. I don't hate London. Anyway, I got Green Bay winning 20-10. Look, the Giants are 3-1, but they're a limp 3-1. They've defeated the Titans, the Panthers, and the Bears. I don't think they're a bad team. I think their defense is going to play strong, but I don't think they're as good as Green Bay. I hope I'm wrong on this one, but I don't think New York's going to get past that defense. Alright, and moving on to the start of the noon games, we have the Steelers at the Bills. Trap game, trap game, trap game, trap game. The Bills are 15-point favorites. Remember when the Vikings were 15-point favorites to beat the Bills at home 4 years ago? Josh Allen hurdled Anthony Barr and shoved the ball up their ass. Similar circumstances, except just one different team here in a different location. Logically speaking, Kenny Pickett should be miserable. I'm not sure about Trey White this week. I'm not sure about Ed Oliver, but like I said, I'm not too worried. The Buffalo defense has still been great. The Buffalo offense is still intact. Bills win 27-17. Do not fall for the trap. Moving on to the next game, it is the Chargers at the Browns, and this one I'm not comfortable with either way. Chargers finally won again. Browns just lost. Nick Chubb's playing the Chargers run D. That's going to be fucking comical. All of Chargers' offensive weapons should basically be healthy though, and that's going to be fucking comical. Oh man. I'm going to go with the Chargers here. 28-21, narrow win, fantastic game. And it's purely off gut right there. Honestly, I can see the Browns winning too, and like I said, I'm not comfortable with this pick. Alright, moving on to the next game. It is the Bears at the Vikings. I got the Vikings winning this game 24-7. I got a couple of reasons behind that too. One, nobody plays good in US Bank besides the Vikings. Two, I do not see the Bears O-line having a good day against Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter. 3, Justin Fields is a turd. 4, it's Kirktober, baby. Kirk Cousins goes lights out in October. Blowout win for Minnesota. Next game is Detroit at New England, and this is probably going to be a blazing take to some people. Lions are going to win this game 30-21, and it's going to be a statement dub because it's going to be against Bill Belichick in his own house. They're going to set the bullshit aside. They are going to show that they are a good team. They will beat the Patriots. However, there is also a very likely chance that Bill Belichick just bullies Dan Campbell the entire game, and the game sucks and the Patriots win. However, I don't think that's going to happen. Patriots have been rough. Detroit is the #1 scoring offense in the league. I think it looks promising. Okay, next game, Seattle at New Orleans. Another tough game, honestly, to pick, but I think I'm going to have the Saints winning 23-17. My trip on this is I don't know who's starting for the Saints. I do think they're going to be a better team this week with Andy Dalton because Jameis' health, and Jameis just hasn't been that good. But if Jameis gives it another shot, it's going to be complicated. But regardless of who's back there taking snaps, I can still roll with the Saints because Seattle versus the pass has been terrible. And as much as I can compliment Seattle by saying they look so much better than I thought they were, at the end of the day, the Saints are just a better team, but you gotta understand they're banged up. I think the home field advantage will help them. I don't really care who the quarterback is. I think New Orleans will pull this one out. Moving on to the next game, it is Miami at the Jets, and I have this one being a weirdly low-scoring game, 14-10. Look, the Jets have actually been looking pretty promising, and I said they were going to be better this year than they were last, which they are. But they are so wildly inconsistent, and they are winless at home. It is a positive that they're not going to be playing Tua, but they're going to be playing a quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater who has a lot of experience and who can still throw the ball. I think it's going to be a lot more running, but they should get past the Jets, at least by 4 points. All right, moving on, we got Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Tampa wins this game 608-0. It's Divorced Tom. It's Angry Tom. And I'm just so pissed off at Marcus Mariota. I want him to get smacked into the ground. Guy cost me a week of fantasy, stupid fuck. Okay, Wyatt, they're people. Understand that. For real, though, I think Tampa will win this game. I do think that Atlanta will score points because their offense is super underrated, but division game versus the Bucks in Tampa Bay. Blowout, Tampa wins. All right, next game, Tennessee at Washington. I think the Titans will win this game 26-21. I like how their offense has been looking in recent weeks, and I know Derrick Henry's gotten the chains moving for him a lot, but the passing game has picked up. And now I know they're not throwing for a lot, but they're throwing with success. Also, I think Vrabel is just a better coach than Ron Rivera, and when it comes to winning a game, Mike is going to get the upper hand there. Commanders will score, they'll have a bounce back week, so will Carson Wentz. They're just not going to win. I am excited to see Brian Robinson play, though. He's practicing this week, I'm fairly certain. Moving on, we got the Texans at the Jags. Jags win 33-14. Listen, the Jacksonville Jaguars have allowed the 4th fewest points in the NFL so far, and the Texans have scored the 6th least. It's going to be terrible for Houston. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Jags are real. And as far as Dameon Pierce goes, man, I love you. I'm starting you in fantasy, but I'm not sure how much success you're going to have. Houston, you've got a problem. All right, next in line, we've got San Francisco at Carolina. San Fran wins 28-3. Honestly, that's my score. I'm out on Carolina because I'm out on Baker, man. He sucks. You're also playing against the 2nd overall best defense in the league, and that defense also happens to be 3rd best against the rush. Reason I bring up the rush is because the Panthers' only way of success is Christian McCaffrey. Gonna be a shit show, dude. Baker is either going to light up the 49ers or he is going to get benched by halftime, and I do not think it's the first option. All right, next game we got Dallas at the Rams. Might be an upset to some people. I'm actually taking Dallas. Taking them to win 21-17. Rams have an awful O-line. Their offense is way too reliant on one man, and their defenses looked like hell. They've looked lazy. I am very concerned for LA at this point. Like, they do not look like a Super Bowl caliber team. They haven't in recent weeks at all. I don't think they have this year. Now, good for them, Dak isn't expected to play, but bad for them, Cooper Rush is, and he's undefeated as a starter. He's capable of hitting any receiver on the field, and he's perfectly capable of winning this game. I think Dallas will get by the Rams. Moving on, we got Philly at Arizona. This is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be very competitive, but I think Philly is going to walk away with the win 24-20. Guys, Philly has yet to crack, man. For all we know, they are the best team in the league right now. Other than the fact that this game is taking place in Arizona, I have no incentive to pick Arizona here. But like I said, game is going to be good. It's going to be competitive, but Philly's going to win. And bringing us to Sunday Night Football, we've got a banger game, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Cincy wins 27-21. Listen, this is going to be 2 crazy fun offenses, and one of these teams has an asshole defense right now, and unfortunately, that is the Ravens. It's in Baltimore. I think it's going to be tough for Cincinnati to walk away with the win, but I think it's going to be even harder for that Ravens defense to stick on T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst. Like, there's just too much going on there. I think Cincinnati's got too many options. They're going to be able to score no matter what. Should be a fantastic game, but Cincy's gonna win. Okay, and now skipping on to Monday Night Football ending Week 5, we have the Vegas Raiders going into the Chiefs. Kansas City wins 37-14. Kansas City is Kansas City. If this game was in Vegas, as bad as they have been, even though they just got a win, I could maybe see it. In Arrowhead, no. I just don't think Vegas has a chance here, but I could be wrong. Alright guys, that is going to be all for today's video and my Week 5 NFL predictions. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, you already know what to do to show support. For those waiting on my Twitch return, I'm not sure when still. I got a dentist appointment today. It could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, it could be Saturday. But keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, with everything I just said, you guys know the drill. I'm going to get off and edit this so you can all watch it on time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.